Good evening, good evening. It's great you made this day. Good evening to you. Hello everyone, I'm Tupperware Pete and I'm going to be making salmon patties. I'm going to show you how I use the Tupperware hamburger maker or the burger press or the burger press and keepers. I can't remember what it's called, but it makes your own hamburgers, your own bubble and squeak. I've done Rocky Road in here because you can pop these into the freezer. They're very flexible. They're designed to be frozen. If you do craft work or bead work, you might want to put your beads or your craft work in here. It does come with a seal. You can pop them in the fridge or the freezer. You can do your chicken burgers, your veggie patties. I'm going to do some salmon patties, which is got nothing to do with Yemen. I'm not sure where that reference came from. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you in Australia? Because, you know, you can place an order through the link in my bio or the link in whoever's group you're watching this in. Melbourne, the one warehouse in Melbourne, looks after every delivery to every address in Australia. So any business address, any residential address, any post office box or Australia Post parcel locker, they'll deliver anywhere, all right? So, I digress. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to pop that over here. What I've got in here, I've got 3 chapped potatoes. And all I'm going to do is just quarter them. I've got my Tupperware 13 centimetre full tang German stainless steel chef knife. And I'm just popping this straight down in here. And I'm just quartering these potatoes. And I'm going to pop them in. You've all seen this product before, haven't you? I love it. This product here. What's it called? No need to ask, it's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. It's a smooth operator. Whether you're chopping up mushrooms or kale or carrot or zucchini or potatoes or sweet potato, this will blitz it, baby. Absolutely it will. Let's throw in, we'll save the onion for a minute. All right, so what we've got, can we see here? I've just got potatoes, 3 chapped potatoes. I've just popped them straight into here. Let's just shake it up, and we will, you count with me, and you can get a cardiovascular workout happening in the privacy of your own home. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blitz it, baby. Now, I'm not going to cook this potato before I make the salmon patties because easy that is. Now, that potato is going to take hardly... There's a bit there that didn't make it quite through. That's going to take hardly any time to cook, right? So all I'm going to do is grab I've used a clear bowl, one of the Eco Plus clear bowls, just so you can see through. If I used one of the other Tupperware bowls that are available, you wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. So that's why I've chosen to use a clear one. These are the Eco Plus clear bowls. They're made out of recycled material, so they create a circular economy, all right? So they bypass landfill entirely, and what they do is they actually take products out of landfill, single-use plastic, they take that out of landfill, they remove all of the impurities, so they get rid of the BPA, they get rid of all of the nasties, until they're left with the ingredients that they use to make the Tupperware bowls, water bottles, lunch boxes, all of the Eco Plus range. That's what it's all made from. So it cleans up the planet, and this is heat resistant and it's liquid tight as well as airtight. All right. So we've probably got too much potato, but you get the idea. There's our potatoes. Now in here, I'm going to do. Where are my glasses? I've got some oregano. Now I'm just going to blitz this through. Oregano in my VentSmart. All leafy herbs in my VentSmart are they'll last in here for about 2 or 3 weeks. I've just got stalk and all. We just got a few little bits and pieces of that into there. What do you store in your Tupperware? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Ooh, and thyme. It could have been so much more. Throw in some thyme. Time is precious, I know. And we've got, oh look, I've got some fenugreek, which I love. I'm just going to grab the tops of that and a few. We'll throw in some of that. And I've got my red onion. There is a rose with a Spanish onion. Let's pop this. Can you see what I'm doing here? Let's just... If you are watching this in someone's Facebook group, just pop your video on your... Pop the finger on the video so it opens up so you can see what I'm doing down here, all right? We are going to just remove this and we will... Just quartering these just so it's easier to remove the skin. We're going to pop that onion straight into there with that. And this is... I've got leftover salmon. So I did a... If you scroll around... I did a salmon and mango curry in the Tupperware pressure cooker. And I've got half a kilo left. And I thought, oh, quick. I can't go to bed unless I've made up some salmon patties. So let's just do this. I may as well do it as a video. And I'll show you how I use the hamburger press. In here, I've got some spring onions. Do you call these spring onions? I call them spring onions. All right, so let's just grab the top off and we'll pop that in the Tupperware chop collector and we'll start growing some more spring onions so we don't have to keep going to the supermarket. All right, so we'll pop that into there. We'll throw some of those into there. Yummy, 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 I got food in my tummy. All right, we'll pop that over there. Let's blitz this up. Let's move that out the way. We will just give this a wipe down. All right, there we go. Pop the top onto there. Shake, egg, shake. Oh, hang on, that's not on properly. There we go. Shake, shake, shake. There we go. Ready? That's 10 pulls of the cord. That should be plenty. Look, see? How awesome is that? We're just going to add that straight into there. We'll grab our... Now, if you like chili, throw in some chili. If you like dill... You know how sometimes... You know that meme that's going around? What this recipe needs is more dill, said no one ever. Well, what this recipe needs is some dill. Dill and salmon go hand in hand, like tomato and basil. Like Ramalama Ding Dong. They go together. All right, we've got that into there. Then what we've got, this is the good stuff. We got all of this salmon. I've got it in a silicone bag. I just had it defrosting in the silicone bag so all the juice stays into here instead of all over my bench top. Juice and all, I'm just going to pop this straight into here. That's going to go into the bin. That's going to go into the sink. And we will just fill this up with hot water right now while I think of it. Okay. Salmon. Half a kilo of fillets. That's all we're going to do is now blitz this up. You can add in your salt and pepper. If it's from the sea, under the sea with food. And if it comes from the sea, pop in some salt. Absolutely. And if we've got black pepper, we would throw in some black pepper, but let's pretend we've already done that. We might want to add that in afterwards. All right. Now, I've minced chicken in here. I've done my own homemade beef mince in here. Raw. You just pop it straight in here raw. It minces itself for you. And there is our... Oh, hang on. Not quite. I've probably put too much in, actually. Truth be known. Right, so... Let's have a look. I've never done this much before. So we've got... Ooh. I've done chicken breast heaps of times. That's beautiful. Maybe salmon takes a little bit longer. Or maybe I haven't respected the fill line. One of the two, right? So we'll just pop this straight in here. Okay, that's going to be plenty. There we go. It's hard to see, but that is sort of blitzed. Not as much as what I would like, but... Instead of using electricity and leaving a carbon footprint, when you're using this, you're leaving a 0 carbon footprint. It's brilliant. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that straight into here, grab our Tupperware spatula, pop that through. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this bit, won't you? You want some singing music? Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. All right, pop that through. Now all we do, can you see that there? That's just salmon with our potato and our greens and our onion, our herbs. We're just going to mix that through with the Tupperware spatula. See how it's curved and there's a straight blade? This curved part here makes a great knife action if you want to fold that through. So you just slide that through, flip it over, and that's going to mix it all up beautifully. Now, if I had some panko breadcrumbs, I could throw that in. And I do have, I've got some, let's just have a look. We'll mix it up and we'll just see if it's going to need anything. You know what? I think I am going to throw in some panko. I don't have panko, so what I'm going to do is put the blades back into there. I've got some sayo biscuits. Did you see my vanilla slice that I did using some sayos and things? So I'm just going to blitz in. I don't have my own breadcrumbs, so let's just throw in a few sayos. That's going to just... There we go. That's going to be... Because it is a little bit wet. And so... Let's just blitz that. Oh, a bit more. I probably could have... You know what I could have done? Used the... You know the little chopper? I could have used the little chopper. So that's an okay substitute for breadcrumbs, isn't it? We'll just pop that straight into there. That's going to be about a quarter of a cup, a third of a cup. We'll pop that straight over here. And we will just fold that through. And that's going to help combine it. It's just a savoury biscuit. There we go. Then, I don't reckon it needs an egg at all. I reckon that's going to be gorgeous. So, what we're going to do now, here's the fun stuff. Grab our Tupperware. Let's just give this a wipe. This is the Tupperware hamburger maker, which comes with your little press. There's your little collar or your making guide. There's your seal, and it comes with all of these chambers which can be used in the freezer. So all we're going to do is this. I've got a couple just in case. I wasn't sure how many I'd end up making. Grab your first one. Pop your guide straight into here. Now, can you see? It doesn't fit perfectly. There's a tiny little gap, which means once it's in there, it's going to be easier to plop out, right? Does that make sense? So pop that straight into here. What we can do is if we want to make it uniform, there's a couple of options that you can use. So you could either use the Tupperware ice cream scoop so you get the same amount of portion out all the time, or you could even use the Tupperware ladle that's got a gorgeous little bowl to it, and it's a beveled edge, so it makes it easier to get the food in and out of there as well, right? So we've got those in there. Let's use the Tupperware ice cream scoop, because what we're going to do is roughly 2 scoops, roughly. Okay, so if we pop that into there, then look, that's what you're left with, right? So what you do is you just grab your press. Give that a bit of a twist. Then, when you remove that, there's your little salmon burger, or your lentil burger, or your veggie burger, or your hamburger, right? And then to do the next one, you just grab the next one, you seal that, that becomes the seal for that one, pop your guide straight into there, and away you go again. We're going to do roughly 2 ice cream scoops in that. You just grab your hamburger press, squash that down, and then... So that's what you're left with. So when you remove it, can you look around the edge? See how you've got that little gap? That makes it easier to pop out when it's frozen, all right? Let it go, let it go. Some people put a little ice cube in the middle, or you might want to, if you are popping it on the barbecue, if you're doing turkey and lentil burgers, often I'll pop in carrot and zucchini, and that helps keep everything moist, because turkey and lentils have a tendency to dry out. But this salmon is going to be beautiful. That potato is blitzed. It's going to cook fine. What I'm going to do it on, you can either bake them in the oven, or I'm going to make them in the micro-pro grill whenever I need to, all right? And then you can just serve that with a bit of a salad, or just have it on a hamburger bun. All right, we've got Oh, that's a 1 and a bit. That's a big one, that one. And so we just need a little, there we go. Pop the guide in, grab the press, squish that down, give that a, there we go. How easy is that? So let's just quickly do a few more if we can. Pop the collar in. There's one ice cream scoop. There's another, oh, that's a big one. Okay, that's awesome. Pop that straight into there, move that around, and we'll just pop this one onto here. Grab your collar into there, grab your ice cream scoop. We're going to do one, and we're going to do another one. Pop that straight into here. Grab your guide, stick that straight into there, take that off. It's really easy, right? So you just keep going until the mixture's gone. So we'll just grab 1, 2. Now, if you've got any leftover mashed potato, that makes the best bubble and squeak. If you are rice cakes, so you know those those big rice cakes, they fit into there perfectly. You can just pop that into your handbag, your man bag, your satchel, or your clutch, and you've got your rice cakes in there. If you're freezing crumpets, they fit into there perfectly, so you don't have to undo half a dozen crumpets that are frozen, which take forever. You just grab 1 crumpet at a time. If you want 2, you grab 2. Really easy, all right? And the same with if you're making up your hamburgers. So, what we've got in here, we've just got another one there, and we've got a bit more there. We'll pop that into there. So you can just throw whatever you like into here. If I had some asparagus, I maybe might have blitzed that in there. Salmon and asparagus love each other. So we've got some more here. Let's just blitz them up. Let's do the guide into here. Let's move that out of the way. We've got 1. Oh, that's a big bit. You get the idea? Oh, this smells just like the ocean. It's gorgeous. All right. Here we go. Move that out the way. Oh, we've got 1 more. There's enough there, I reckon we could do another one. Pop the guide in there, and we will grab our spatula. That's going to help get everything off the side. And we will just pop that straight into here. And these bowls, you can use them if you're doing... You want to pour your chicken and sweet corn soup into there and pop that as your soup bowl on the table that everyone helps themselves out of, you can. If you want to turn that into a potato salad bowl, you can. If you want to pop it on the barbecue, you're pulling out all of your steak, sausages, rissoles, chops. Remember, this is heat resistant, so it can handle your hot water. Pour your hot water straight from the kettle straight into here. That's really easy. The Tupperware spatula basically washes it for you when you're done, right? And then we will just pop the guide into there. Oh. Hang on. We've got that stuck to the side. How awesome is that? Then we've got that there. We'll just pop that down into there. That's a little bit of a half a one, but that's all good. We pop that there. We seal that. Stick that into the freezer. If that's going to be too much for your freezer, let's just, if we can, grab the seal. Because if you've got 2 of them, if you've got 2 sets, that's really easy. How awesome is that? I'm now going to pop them into the freezer. There's my salmon patties. I can serve that with a bit of a green salad. I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do here. But that's okay. You get the idea, right? So remember, when you have an online Tupperware party, not only... you could have an online Tupperware party, you could have an in-home cooking demonstration, you could just get a shareable shopping link to share around with whoever you want via messenger, email, text message. Not only can you get 70% off something out of the full price collection, you can also get free Tupperware. There's nothing better than free Tupperware, right? If you've got any questions or suggestions that you want to see something, maybe you've got an idea for a product or a recipe, or maybe you've got a product that you want to know more how to use it, let me know and I can do a video about it. That's really easy to do. And in the meantime, you know what you need to do? Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.